First, congratulations to Coach Lopez, his staff, and players at the University of Arizona. They did a tremendous job in the postseason. We were delighted to be a part of the championship series. We battled as hard as we could, but they did a little bit better than we did. They played great defense, got some timely hitting, and had some clutch pitching as well. And although we're disappointed tonight, I'm not disappointed with my players. We've battled hard. We've worked extremely hard, and we made a run. We got to the postseason and got back out here and got in the loser's bracket and got back to the finals. So, like I said, we're disappointed tonight, but certainly not disappointed in our players and their effort to get us back in this position. But this is a national championship for the University of Arizona, and we congratulate them.
Talking about Jordan Montgomery, I just kind of told him, just keep getting better, keep getting after it. And they're going to be great. I mean, you got Coach Tanner and the rest of his staff. I mean, without the talented freshmen that we had this year, we wouldn't be in the position we are right now. So, they're excellent. And with the guys they're bringing in, I'm sure they're going to be great. I wish them the best of luck. I'll always be a Carolina baseball fan, and they'll always be family to me, so I'll keep in touch with all these guys.
Obviously, that's the goal of every college baseball team. When you're recruited to a big program like the University of South Carolina, it's an honor, and you get there, and your goal is to contribute and get here to Omaha and farther, win a national championship. So to do that twice and be in position this year to do it again is just, it's been unbelievable. It's been a lot of fun. We've had a great run, and we play with a bunch of good, great guys over the 4 years, especially me, Mike, Matt, since we've been here. And, we thank Coach Tanner and South Carolina for that.
It's been a wonderful opportunity. I don't think you can imagine something that, I've been able to do in my 4 years. The things that the teams that, we all have been a part of to do for the past 3 years. I don't think you can imagine that, really. And it was a special time, and really can't say enough about how fun these past 4 years have been.
Tough. It was a tough call, even taking him out of the game. But in the back of my mind, I knew that he was out there on 3 days, and his pitch count was probably close to 90 at that point. The matchup said to go to the right-hander, and the numbers were a little better right on right versus Michael against him. So he was only going to be out there for a few more anyway, so we went ahead and made the move to try to get out of the inning, and we were able to get out of it. The second part of your question is, these guys, players come and go, but then you have guys that have tremendous roots in your program, and these guys do. There's a tremendous void, not because of how successful they've been. Certainly that's a part of it, but these guys are, they're like an extension of our staff. These guys take ownership. They have for a long time, and that's the part that's going to be most difficult. Certainly the performance that they've had between the lines has been incredible, but the ownership that they've had in our program at the University of South Carolina is second to none, and that's going to create a void. I hope that these guys will have success in professional baseball, and they'll show up at the stadium. At least I'll be able to get a little bit of a fix if they come around a little bit. So these guys are just incredible people as well as players, and they're certainly going to be missed.
Ferris had a great start for Arizona. He kept us off balance there. He was working away most of the night. Had his fastball, hitting his spots with his fastball, and had a good slider to go along with it. And he was just in and out all night long and kept us off balance. And he pitched tremendous for them. You gotta, of course, we wanted to hit better, but you got to give him credit where credit's due. So, he did a great job. Unfortunately, we didn't get as many hits as we wanted to, and they ended up with the win. Michael and Matt, I've been next to them for the 4th year, and the way they work, the way they approach the game of baseball, and the way they treat the game of baseball is, second to none. I think that's shown through their pitching performances over the past few years, and they love the game of baseball, but they also realize it's a fun game, and you got to have some fun with it. And that I think shows in their pitching performances. They go out there and they battle, but yet they're having fun. They're joking around, and they mean business at times. But especially Michael also likes to have fun, and that's what it's about. And for all fans, these are two of the best, like you said, best college pitchers to ever come through Omaha, and they've done a great job.
They've done it the right way. They've done it with passion and enthusiasm. They've appreciated the fan support at home, and they've appreciated it out in Omaha. And they've tried their hardest, and they've been very, very successful on this stage. I'm not sure that, well, it'll take a long time for two guys to have as many appearances, many innings, and good success that they've had in Omaha at the College World Series. These guys have been very special. Maybe going forward that'll be the case, but it's disappointing tonight. We battled hard. We did everything possible to win tonight except come up with a few more hits. They came up with a couple clutch hits there in the ninth that you got to give them credit. And we got right back in the thing, and it looked like Tanner English may drop one into right center field, and it almost ended up being a double play and game over. But that's baseball. And, we fought, we scrapped, we battled. Michael gave us a great start. Matt gave us some key innings. Weber goes in there and gets a couple of outs. But we just didn't do enough on the offensive side. And you give credit to Ferris and Arizona for making plays. They had a couple of nice defensive plays as well, and that's part of it. I knew going into this thing, we're playing a team that had hit about 330 on the year. We were hitting probably under 270 going in, and I think we were averaging 3.75 runs in the postseason. We were only averaging 3 here in the College World Series, and we're playing in Championship Series. Eventually, that's going to get you. And, in the end, if you had to put your finger on one thing, it's run output. We just didn't get enough runs on the board. And they pitched really well against us and played defense.
It's disappointing, but you got to tell the young guys you got to keep fighting. You got to get better, got to get stronger, and come back next year and try it again.
The first time he came out, he asked me while I was meeting him at the bottom of the mound, because I told him I was telling him not to come out there. And, basically I pretty much knew I had to get a double play, and I had it, and then I dropped it. So I knew I was coming out, and just frustrated that, I didn't make that play.